In progress.
Hi, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't been here before, my name is Catherine, and I am uh, of the channel or have the presence of the Friendship Within. So it's the Friendship Within with Catherine. Let's just say that. And this is a bit of a new project. You may have noticed if you've been here or been following my previous page, which was Goldfinch Yoga and Reiki, that I kind of adjusted the name. I changed the name. I kind of am doing a new launch. And instead of starting all new from scratch and new pages and all of that, and YouTube, I decided just to instead just change the name as a shift. So it's a little bit new direction. If you have also noticed, I haven't been around for a while. Life is kind of just, taking me in some different directions and getting my bearings, getting my own grounding and sorting some things out, working on some things inside, just again, that continual processing and healing and releasing that to have that healthier and happier friendship within. So, what I wanted to do today is come on and provide with for you a little bit of a processing tool, a little processing activity, especially as we look at the end of this year. So the year is wrapping up, we're just a couple days out, and this is a bit of an activity to kind of release and reset. So the goal of it is to find some quiet space, whether that's, just like in the morning, in the evening, whatever kind of feels right to you energetically, when you might be able to really sit with a recap of the previous year and, just some space, a little quiet, maybe a little music, and grab a piece of paper and a pen. And what I'm going to encourage you to do, and this isn't mine, this is, coming from other coaches and healers and guides, counselors. This processing has kind of been around, but I just really wanted to, share it as well. Is to write out on this piece of paper from top to bottom, every inch to be filled with ink, of any regrets you might have, any, maybe challenging or impactful situations that you had, any maybe things that were really a challenge or struggle, losses. Um, just again, those things that you really want to kind of leave behind, leave in 2025. We often carry so much from the past. It gets stored up here in this historical, filing cabinet of our thoughts and memories and images. And this is a way to just sort of process energetically, at least again, just focus on the last year, anything that we want to release. So again, regrets, mistakes, things that were frustrating to you, challenging situations, and then just write it all out. Write specific situations, write specific, encounters or things that, really just felt off or painful, hurtful, things that you want to let go. And again, just kind of fill up the paper with these, thoughts and memories. And then when that is done, when you're finished with writing all of that out, filling up the paper, is first of all, I want to add in here a different layer and maybe just flipping the paper over, folding it up. So you can't maybe make out any specific words. And I want you just to sit with how that felt to even just write it all out. There's amazing thing that happens with our mind and body energetically when we write things out by hand. So just take a brief pause even in that moment to see how that felt. Take a big deep breath, maybe a stretch, arms over your head, and then go back to that paper and begin ripping it up. just ripping it in different lengths and widths and little shreds and throw it away. And this is telling the universe, this is a message to the universe that you're ready, that you're opening up to letting it go, letting it be in that 2025. Again, the energy and all the layers that come with events that we go through. And the other step to this, if you even want to kind of, take a next step, again, it's an optional, is I would first kind of again go with the energetic feel of, ripping it up and putting it in the garbage, maybe jumping around, shaking it out, stretching the body, lots of deep breaths. And the next step that is just an invitation as an option is begin writing a vision of what you'd like to see for 2026. Even if it's just like two or three statements, maybe it's a um, more patience, um, uh, allowing, being more calm, holding more space. And that can definitely be important for ourselves, much less other people or events, things that happen. Is, it's not us. Things, especially that happen outside of us, aren't about us, but we make it about ourselves when we attach to it. So then you're just thinking about visualizing, what would you like to see for the coming year? Again, that's just an option, an add-on, but really the important part here is the releasing, the writing it out of all the past things from 2025 that you want to release. Sitting with that, just feeling through, just noticing, and then tearing up that piece of paper, throw it away because we're going to be moving into 2026 because 2025 was all about, if you know about astrology, it's the year of the snake. It was all about shedding. So now we're looking at the new year. It's the year of the horse, action, getting going, moving forward. So this is my invitation to come along and see where this goes. Again, this is kind of a new shift of project for myself. So the last, especially few months, have been a lot of like processing behind the scenes. And so this is a little tidbit, this is a little hint of some things to come. So stay tuned and I will look forward to seeing you soon. And thanks for being here. Take care.